You need to show excellent performance in one of the areas. Make sure that you participate in different activities like conferences, volunteer experiences. You will receive a work experience that you will be able to show to your future employer. You can be eligible if you're coming from a particular nationality, gender, country. I would say there are so many different types of scholarships, like for some really narrow group of people. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ira and this is a channel about studying abroad, getting scholarships and building a successful career. And today we're going to talk about types of scholarships that exist and based on them what are the criteria for the students in order to get them. So guys, if you want to get a full ride scholarship in order to study abroad for free or another type of financial aid, keep watching this video. Hopefully in the end of this video you will see that there are many opportunities to you to study abroad for free, and you don't need to be a genius in order to study without full tuition fees, and it's possible to get a full ride scholarship. So let's get started. And just a few words about me why I'm telling you this. 2 years ago I got 5 full scholarships to study abroad in England, in Australia and in Europe. So it allowed me to become a student of King's College London to study intellectual property law. And I really believe that everybody can do the same. While studying in London, I launched my startup C.Academy, which is an educational agency that helps people to study abroad in top universities and get scholarships. And now I believe that I have enough expertise to share with you guys. So what are the scholarships and how to get them? The first thing you need to know is that there are full scholarships and partial scholarships. Full scholarships will cover all your tuition fees and living expenses, and partial scholarships will cover either of it. So it means if you don't have enough money and finances to study abroad, covering some part of it, so just be sure that you are looking for full scholarships. If you can finance your studies yourself but still want to have some kind of financial aid, then partial scholarship will suit you as well. However, in order to get a scholarship, you need to make sure and know exactly who is giving a scholarship, because it will impact the values, the main ideas, the main mission of the fund or the government or university who is giving a scholarship, and you need to reflect it in your papers, in your motivation letter and essay. That's why it's really important that you know the types of scholarship and you choose the one that is actually suits you and you can be eligible for this kind of scholarship. So there are several types of scholarships. The first main difference is based on who is giving a scholarship. For instance, it could be a government, a university, or probably a fund or private organization. This is really important because, of course, university has its own interests and own needs, and government finances students, of course, for some other reasons, and you need to know this kind of reasons in order to reflect it in your motivation letter. Also, scholarships differ on the basis of what they are given for. For example, there are merit-based scholarships, need-based scholarships, scholarships for sportsmen, and other types of scholarships you need to know. And now I'm going to explain you every type of these scholarships in details. So let's start it with university scholarships. They can be merit-based, need-based, average academic performance scholarships, and other types. So the first type of scholarship is a need-based scholarship. It is normally given to the students who are already admitted to the university and their financial situation is tough. So you need to provide financial documents that prove that you can't finance your studies. Normally these kind of documents include your financial, your bill statements and your tax statements. The good news is that if you are from developing country, probably your family income and your personal income is much lower than the one which is required to study in the United States or in the UK. So it means that you will be eligible for this kind of scholarship. However, it is really important to remember that not every university is given this kind of financial aid, and normally there are really top universities like Ivy League, and if they do this, of course you need to be admitted already to this kind of university. However, it is quite hard to get admitted to one of the top universities like Stanford, and that's why you need to work hard on your applications and your personal brand. And if you want me to make new videos on how to become a perfect candidate for top universities like Ivy League, write in the comments. Another good news is that this kind of scholarships can be also given by the governments of some countries like Italy or Germany. So you need to get admitted to the university in Italy or Germany and then just apply to this kind of financial aid, supporting your application with your financial documents, and then you will be able to get this financial aid. So it's also really good, but as I said, you need to get admitted to the university first. Another type of scholarship is merit-based scholarship, which is normally given given to talented, promising students. So you need to show excellent performance in one of the areas like academic studies, professional experience, some extracurricular activities. This kind of scholarship is the most difficult to obtain. In the future videos, I will explain how to create persuasive documents and how to become a perfect candidate for this kind of scholarship. However, this kind of scholarships also differ by academic merits and average student performance. For instance, if you want to get academic excellence scholarship like in Amsterdam University, you need to show that you have perfect grades, that you are good in your academic writing, that you've been really doing well in your research and something like that. So this means that this kind of scholarship is given for great academic results, and if you're a straight A student, you can rely on this kind of financial aid. Good examples are Leiden Excellence Scholarships, Utrecht Excellence Scholarships, which are given for great performance in academics. Another type of scholarships from this merit-based group of scholarships is average academic performance scholarships, which are given normally not only for good grades, but some other activities and some other extracurricular activities that you can have in your portfolio. So in order to get this kind of scholarship, you need to show that you're unique enough and you're an active student. So make sure that you participate in different activities like conferences, volunteer experiences, some projects that you create in some, I don't know, like some papers of your own, like you make some publications. So just make sure that you are an active student, and it also kind of brings in one framework of your personal brand. So it shouldn't be like different things from everywhere. Just don't be like that. Just put everything together, make kind of concept of yourself why you're doing this, and it should be kind of like one topic that is actually combining all of your activities that you have. Another type of scholarship is a career-based scholarships. You can win it if you want to study in a particular field or work in a particular area. Normally governments or universities give these scholarships in order to stimulate a demand in a particular area, for example, for some really socially important, responsible professions. So if you really want to have one of it, just go for it and you will be able to achieve it. Also, you can see the examples of scholarships that I'm talking about on the screen. You can check it out, maybe you are eligible for them as well. Another type of scholarship which is really popular among master students is a graduate assistantship. This kind of scholarship gives you an opportunity to work on campus from 10 to 20 hours a week, and normally it's a tuition fee waiver scholarship, so you don't need to pay for your education and you will be able to work in the university, so you have your money for your living expenses. And what is really good is that sometimes they also cover your insurance and some other costs. This is a really good type of scholarship because in addition to financing your studies, you will receive a work experience that you will be able to show to your future employer. And in contrast to other students who haven't been able to work outside from campus and probably didn't work on campus as well, you will already have this work experience in the United States, for example, and it's really fruitful for your future career. Another big group of financial aid is fellowship. So it differs from scholarships by the fact that in scholarships you're normally receiving money as a gift, but in fellowships you are receiving money to make some kind of research, working on some problems and giving the results afterwards. Fellowships can be given as well as by universities, but also by some companies like private funds or, for example, corporations like Coca-Cola. Another type of scholarship is a student-specific scholarship. You can be eligible if you're coming from a particular nationality, gender, country, or another group of people which is specified as a main criteria for this scholarship. Check what makes you distinct and try to find this kind of scholarships. It's really worth it to apply because the competition is less. For instance, Orange Tulip Scholarship, which is given to people from Brazil, India, China and some other countries. If you are not eligible, try to find other opportunities, there are plenty. So you're gonna say that there are also scholarships for some kind of dobbies like me? Well, probably. I would say there are so many different types of scholarships, like for some really narrow group of people, and if you know that they are distinct from other applicants, just go and try to type in Google like this criteria and the word scholarship, so probably you will find it, right? Exactly. Okay, let's continue then. So another type of scholarship for those who are good in sports is the sports-based scholarship. It is especially popular in the United States, where universities really care about their reputation in some sports competitions, and they want to have students who have good accomplishments in sports area in order to win their competitors. So if you know that you're good enough for it, just check the requirements and apply. But important to know that it's normally only for bachelor students, in contrast to all the other scholarships that we've been talking about. So make sure that you are a bachelor student when you're applying. And the last type is part scholarships, which are normally invested by some funds or philanthropists, and of course they're normally connected to the values and missions of these funds. So in order to get these scholarships, you need to make sure that your values, your perspectives are the same, or let's say show that they are the same. So make sure that you read enough and not only good at your accomplishments, but you have the same mindset and the same values as the one who is given a scholarship. So guys, as you see, there are so different types of scholarships, and you can receive one if you know what are you good at. So it's not that simple as it sounds. Of course, getting a scholarship is always proving that you are better at something than others, and of course you need to work on it hard before application, of course, and your application also should be really sound in order to convince the commissions that you are good enough and that you are better than other applicants. But I hope that you understand that you don't need to be a genius in order to get a scholarship, as well as not only grades count. So it means that you need to work hard on your profile first, like creating your personal brand, and afterwards on your papers. So guys, if you need some help with creating strong profile for your application as well as with the papers, you know that C.Academy will be grateful to help, and you will be able to find all the links in the description of this video. And guys, if you got some useful information out of this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and write in the comments if you liked it. And of course guys, let me know what other topics you want to have next videos on, and I will shoot them as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.